Welcome back. This is the third and final part of our explainer on James Clear's Atomic Habits. Now, we've already tackled the mechanics of habit formation and identity shifting. But, as you probably know, having those tools is really only half the equation. So today, we're diving straight into the absolute core of long-term success, which is maintaining those habits over time.
It's literally the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do we maintain our new habits daily without quitting halfway? We all know that massive bursts of January 1st motivation when we swear we're going to read every day or hit the gym every single morning. But then, a week passes, the motivation totally fades, and we drop the ball. It happens to the best of us. So today, we're going to break down 3 actionable techniques that highly successful people use to make sure they never fall off the wagon.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, the habit tracker. Second, the rule to never miss twice. Third, finding an accountability partner. And finally, the atomic result.
All right, let's jump into part 1, the habit tracker, and why you should absolutely never break the chain.
We so often try to track our progress entirely in our heads, which, let's be honest, almost never works. Highly successful people, they don't rely on memory, they make it visual. And the best part is, you don't need any fancy, complicated software to fix this. Just a simple piece of paper will do the trick. Step 1, just write down the days of the month, from 1 to 30. Step 2, write your habit right at the top. And step 3, mark every successful day with a really satisfying tick. Your only goal here is to simply not let that chain break.
The psychology behind this is actually super fascinating. We are highly visual creatures, so seeing a continuous chain of ticks literally releases a hit of dopamine in your brain. Suddenly, your motivation completely shifts from just doing the task to fiercely protecting that visual streak. That visual feedback loop is a massive driver for long-term consistency. It's like a game you play with yourself.
Moving right along to part 2, the golden rule: never miss twice.
Look, we aren't robots. Life happens. Illnesses pop up, emergencies happen out of nowhere, and yes, you will miss a day. And honestly, that is completely fine. Missing one day is just a tiny blip on the radar. But James Clear has a very strict rule for this. You absolutely must get back on track the very next day. Because missing 2 days in a row, that's no longer an accident. That's actually the start of a brand new bad habit. So a 1-day gap is acceptable, but a second consecutive gap is strictly off limits.
Okay, part 3, the accountability partner. Why you need someone watching you. Think about it, why is it so incredibly easy to break promises to ourselves? Well, it's because there are 0 stakes. If you sleep in, nothing happens. But introduce a 200 rupee penalty and oh wow, suddenly things change fast. It's actually kind of funny how quickly our natural procrastination magically evaporates when losing our own hard-earned cash is on the line. When external observation is combined with an immediate financial sting, you just stop making excuses. To make this super concrete, here is the exact verbal contract you should set up with your accountability partner. Go up to a friend or a family member, look them right in the eye and say, "I will read 2 pages daily. If I miss a day, I will pay you a 200 rupee penalty." You clearly state the habit, and you clearly state the consequence. By outsourcing that pressure to your environment, you guarantee you're going to show up even on those days you'd really rather not. And finally, part 4, the atomic result. Let's bring this whole thing together.
When you step back and look at the whole shebang, this machine works in perfect harmony. You combine the 1% rule to get slightly better every day, the 2-minute rule to beat that initial procrastination, the habit tracker to lock in your consistency, and that vow to never miss twice to protect your momentum. It's ultimately about changing who you are from the inside out. Now, if this explainer helped you out, please do give it a like, share it around, and subscribe for more content just like this. I want to leave you with a direct challenge to wrap things up today. Who is going to be your accountability partner? Seriously, think of a name right now in your head. Got it? Awesome. Send them a text the second this explainer ends, set up your contract, and start building. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey through Atomic Habits, and I will catch you in the next explainer.